Welcome to Illuminati Silver. We tell you the truth about silver. Today is Saturday the 26th of March 2016 and we're providing our gold and silver update for week ending the 24th of March as the UK and US markets were closed on the 25th and reopen again on Tuesday the 29th. Gold fell in US dollar terms last week by $39 from $12.55 to $12.16. Having been as high as $12.57 and as low as $12.14. In sterling terms, gold fell by £6 and in euros it fell by 24 euros. Silver fell by 64 cents from 15.81 to 15.17, having reached a high of 15.98 and closing at its low of 15.17. In sterling terms it fell 18 pence. And in euros it fell by 0.44 euros. The gold to silver ratio rose from 79.4 to 1 to 80.2 to 1. The Dow Jones closed on Friday at 17,515, up 13 points on the day and down some 87 points on the week. And the NASDAQ closed at 4,773, up 5 for the day and down some 22 points on the week. Brent crude was almost $1 down on the week at $40.44, and US light crude was slightly up by 2 cents at $39.46. The dollar index stands at 96.27, up 1.19 on the week, and more than making up for last week's fall. Gold fell on Thursday, bouncing around the 1220 level, and a number of technical analysts believe that it's strongly supported at the $1,200 level and may well rise next week, up as far as even $1,280. However, we feel there may indeed be consolidation at these levels, as a battle between global economic concerns and the strengthening dollar, as the Fed continues to radiate hawkish tones, will continue. Triland Metals, a London-based broker and market maker specializing in the trading of non-ferrous metals futures, said, quote, "Heavy equity prices didn't seem to lend a spark to gold, which is telling enough. It seems that gold hasn't quite got the shine at the moment that it did a few weeks ago, and prices continue to slip modestly for now. Deeper retracement targets lay around $1,145, where the real test of the dip buying strength will happen." Unquote. However, Commerzbank holds a different opinion. Quote, "We are therefore assuming that the decline in prices happened via the futures market. At 337,000 contracts, the trading volume of gold was above average. We do not envisage gold continuing to fall for any length of time, as the current price level will no doubt make the metal an attractive buy." Unquote. At present, we see silver continuing to move in line with gold. One has to consider, however, that should there actually be an improvement in economic growth, then this is likely to be bullish for silver. We remain unconvinced at present and therefore do not see silver prices moving ahead of gold in terms of percentage. One other aspect to note is that in the US, inflation data spiked to 3% in February, to a post-Lehman high. Housing, insurance, clothes, restaurants and medical bills are all rising. It appears as though the continual rounds of money printing are finally working their way through the system. If this is the case, then the Fed's response will eventually be to raise interest rates, which will be bearish for gold and silver. Meanwhile, we continue with our normal position, that should you be underweight in metals in your portfolio, then you should at least consider purchasing on dips. For those who are living in countries other than the US, which are adopting negative interest rates and feel that rates may go even lower, should bear in mind that the acquiring of gold and silver should be considered as a hedge. We still see gold and silver falling from current levels in the course of the coming months. We hope you have found this video interesting and informative, and if so, please give it a thumb up and share it on Twitter. Also, kindly visit our website at www.illuminatisilver.com and look at our Facebook page, which is updated daily at www.facebook.com/illuminatisilver. Disclaimer: Illuminati silver owners come from a background of banking, international wealth management and economics. Having now retired from these worlds, we are not qualified to give investment advice. Therefore, this and other productions must not be deemed to be giving such advice and merely represent the personal views of its owners.